forget, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. DC's in the house, jump, jump, rejoice. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake the dairy, yeah. These three words mean you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, Hitman. Whoop, shot, whoop, 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 upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for me to get on the mic and make this tag team party hype. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get down, I'm gonna show you the way. Woo, there it is, let me hear you say.
I've always felt the need to give back to Accenture. And in doing so for the past 14 years, I feel that I've not only become an integral part of Accenture, but also felt as if I've helped move Accenture in a positive direction. What I've done at Accenture, I've been given the honor of co-leading the Social and Charitable Events Committee, along with Michelle Tarani. The Social and Charitable Events Committee coordinates and participates in Done in a Day events throughout the year, which include volunteering at food banks, revitalizing our communities, participating in cleaning up our local beaches, showing that our organization cares by participating at AIDS walks, and supporting breast cancer survivors as they finish their Avon Run Walk, and spending a day with underprivileged children during the holidays at Children's Institute in Torrance, California. I'm one of 8 diversity leads for Southern California. I lead the Gay and Lesbian Networking Group, and I've recently taken on a national diversity role, and I'm now the National Local Leads Coordinator for our GLBT groups nationwide. And here at home base, in our El Segundo location, I co-lead the Project Smile team along with Kathy Enbody. The Project Smile team creates a fun atmosphere in the office by staging periodic events in the office for all residents. Recently, Kathy and I went into our San Diego location and we took Project Smile on the road. We hosted a Project Smile event there, and we continue to want to do so in the coming year to share fun and laughter with that office.
I've been with Accenture for 12 years. When I first started 12 years ago, I got involved with Accenture on 3 main fronts. First of all, I got involved with the UCLA recruiting team, helping out with various marketing events and interviewing days. Secondly, I got involved with our cross-campus diversity recruiting initiative. And third, I also got involved with our local financial services group, helping out with Cafe FSI, which was our local skills building and networking group. Through these efforts, it really helped me make that transition from college to Accenture and really gave me the opportunity to meet various people and really help build my network. 12 years later, I'm still very actively involved in our local practice in 4 main ways. First of all, I serve as the UCLA Recruiting Campus Champion. 2, I serve as the lead for a local African American diversity group. 3rd, I serve on the Board of Trustees for the California Science Center, representing Accenture, and also serve as a junior board member for the Fulfillment Fund. And through these efforts, it really helps me, 1, increase my network, 2, helps me get involved outside of client work, and really 3, helps to build and maintain my network of individuals that I know in the firm and outside of the firm. In addition, it helps me give back to the community as well.
I get involved in Accenture a couple of different ways. For a couple of years on my last project, I was the people advocate on the team. And what people advocates do is they keep tabs on the engagement of all the people that are on the project, usually setting up an action team to do things like plan monthly all-hands meetings, socials, networking events. We actually had a monthly Olympics sports competition at my last project. If you're interested in getting involved just at your client team level, reach out to your project team's people advocate and volunteer to be part of their action team. They'll definitely welcome the involvement. At the office level, I'm mainly involved by being a part of the UCLA campus team. Right now I volunteer to run the marketing efforts for the UCLA campus team, which is one of our 4 main target campuses for the Southern California office, along with USC, UC Irvine, and Harvey Mudd. Each of the schools has a campus team, and for the UCLA team, what that means is that me and 4 to 5 others organize and direct all of Accenture's presence on campus. So that allows us to put together 20 or 30 events each year, which gives 60 to 70 volunteers from Accenture the opportunity to meet with students, talk about Accenture, talk about the consulting industry, and just help coach them through the recruiting and interview process. Now, secretly what we're doing is trying to find the best candidates early, which is important to our analysts and consultants, especially because When we talk about people developer at Accenture, for those analysts and consultants, a lot of times that just means developing your own skills to succeed. But when you volunteer to be a part of recruiting, you actually have the opportunity to make a legitimate impact in finding the best people at Accenture. And if you stick around for a few years, these will be the people that you're responsible to mentor and develop.
I started in the Charlotte office about 8 years ago and spent about 5 years in the consulting workforce and about the past 3 years in our HR organization. So I've had the challenge of not only integrating and building a network in a new location, but also within a new workforce. And I think one of the major keys to my success with that challenge was to get involved in my local communities as well as the Women's Interest Group in the LA office. I participated in planning events and meetings for the financial services community as well as my HR community here, and I'm also responsible for planning our International Women's Day event for our Women's Interest Group. And that has allowed me not only to be committed to attending the events, but I also have a vested interest in creating and developing content that I feel like will be interesting for myself as well as the other people who will attend. And thirdly, I think it helps for me to be able to expand my network by collaborating with other members of teams within our local office that I wouldn't necessarily interact with, whether that's within HR or if it was on a different project team within my financial services community. I built my network by participating and attending those events.
My advice to the new joiners is to get involved with your communities, make it a goal for next year to lead a social and charitable event, participate in our diversity groups and help them to grow. There are often a select group of people within the groups that tend to be really active, but we often need new minds to bring in new ideas and refreshed energy to the communities, events, and the groups. It's important to get your name out there and to get people to know who you are. What a better way to network with other Accenture employees and help out at the same time. I hope to see you all soon. Happy holidays to you and your families. Let's make 2009 a great year for our organization and for everyone. Thank you.
So if I had to give one piece of advice to the new joiners coming in, it really is get involved. It really helps you meet people within the local practice as well as across the firm. And as I tell many people that I know within my network, that having a strong network is one of your keys to success with Accenture, and getting involved in various activities is a great way to start.
My advice to all the new joiners at Accenture is to get out there and meet as many people as you can, and when you do, to try your best to remember all the people that you meet. I remember when I got promoted to consultant, I felt like I hardly knew anyone at the consultant promotion seminar, and was pretty disappointed in myself. Since then, I feel like I've done a lot to get involved and meet a lot of people across the different workforces here. In fact, I've been unassigned the last 2 months or so and have been organizing a weekly Tuesday night happy hour at Sharky's Manhattan Beach for all of the unassigned people I just see roaming the halls of the office. In the October Sharky's newsletter, we actually got voted the best happy hour party of the month. I'll send you a link if you want. But if organizing things is not your bag, then at the very least, at the end of this meeting, instead of heading out to avoid traffic, stick around at the reception and make an effort to go talk to 1, 2, or even 5 people that you've never met before. Try to learn something about them. Just doing that one thing will help expand your network bigger than you can ever imagine.
In my day-to-day job, I'm also responsible for experienced hire integration into the consulting workforce. And our experienced hires, as many of you know, are challenged by joining Accenture, and some of us as homegrown individuals make that a little bit more difficult for them because we've been here for a while and we know the ropes. But I have a couple of tips for success for new joiners coming into Accenture that I want to share. One of which is to craft an elevator speech and use it. Come up with a brief introduction for yourself to use at a community meeting or at a local event or even on your project team so that you can quickly find common ground and be able to capture the attention span of what is very short for most Accenture people. And secondly, I'd recommend that you find a buddy or a mentor who can help guide you and navigate Accenture. We have a lot of strange things that we do around here, and this person could help you figure out why we do it, how we do it, and how you can figure out how to integrate yourself into Accenture and also introduce you to the right people along the way. So I hope you found these tips to be helpful, and welcome to Accenture.